Welcome, everyone. Okay, so let's begin. Good morning and welcome, everyone. Welcome to yet another webinar on digital transformation in learning environments, brought to you by A&T Video Networks and powered by AVIXA. Today's session, we have a small presentation, live demos, followed by a case study. In today's presentation, we have with us Satya Kumar C, Solution Head A&T Networks. Satya heads the solution design team at A&T for the past 15 years. Satya has been creating innovative solutions for customers and AV partners. He has personally overseen deployment of AV systems at various hospitals and medical colleges. Also with us today is Korat Matthew, Director of A&T Video Networks. With more than 3 decades of experience, Korat manages branding, strategic partnerships. He also works closely with institutes, enterprises, and AV system integrators to create solutions that address specific problems. Welcome once again to all our participants of today's webinar. If you have questions as we go through, please do use the Q&A section to type in your questions. Over to you, Korat.
Yeah, thank you so much, Manoj. Thank you for that introduction. My name is Korat Matthew. I am the director at A&T Video Networks. And today we are going to be talking about digital transformation in learning environments. So these environments span educational institutions, learning and development centers and enterprises, and even medical colleges which connect to the hospital that the medical college is associated with. So we are going to be showing you a live demo from the kind of setups that we have done for some of our customers. Satya, can you change this? Yeah. So to give you a quick background about A&T, we started operations in 1998, and we have been focusing on the video conferencing and collaboration side since then. We are a manufacturer of audio and video equipment for the AV side. So we have a whole range of cameras and audio systems. And we are also the value-added distributor for multiple brands, like we distribute AVER of Taiwan. We are the value-added distributor in India. We also have a technical collaboration with Ubicast of France for their Nudges video SaaS platform. So we will be showcasing some of these today. And we focus on creating solutions for the healthcare, enterprise, education, and government verticals. And this is what we have been doing for the past 25 years. So coming to learning environments, there are multiple challenges that educational institutions or L&D setups face, right? So one of the main issues today post-pandemic is the creation of hybrid environments where students both in campus and off campus get the same kind of experience and the same kind of learning experience that you would get when you're within the classroom. So how do you enable that? The second big challenge is how do you integrate with existing workflows, right? So you have timetables, you have LMS systems, you have that whole ecosystem around which an educational institution operates. So how do you integrate the AV systems with that? And that is something that we're going to be showcasing today. The third thing is the complexity of the entire AV system, right? The recording or the streaming system. So most of the people who use it are educators. They are not very technically savvy. And for them to have complex systems is very difficult. So how do you simplify that? How do you make it easy for them to operate and manage it? And then you come to the actual content, because if you look at any kind of education or training system, there are thousands and thousands of videos which are being created every year. So how do you manage all of that? How do you make those videos accessible to people who want to access it at a later point of time? How do you make search easy and things like that? So that also comes in terms of accessibility for the students. How do you record it? How do you stream it live? So these are all some of the challenges that educational institutions face today. So when you're coming to the solution itself, so what we have done is we have tuned our AV technology to actually create a very enhanced learning experience. So, how do you make the video and the audio, the recording available in a seamless manner to both students in the classroom and outside the classroom? So for that, we integrate the hardware, the cameras, the audio systems, and the content management software and the other LMS and the other software to create one seamless integrated workflow. And integrating that with the LMS, with the timetables, and so that there is no impact on the educational institution. So they don't have to make any changes to their system to be able to conduct hybrid classes. Now, that being done, the actual video itself, how do you keep it relevant, right? How do you make sure that any recording is still usable 2 years, 3 years down the line? So that we achieve by, in terms of social interactions, in terms of private and public comments. So students can actually interact with each other or with the educators on the video, on the recorded video, to so the content of the video remains relevant when there are questions being asked and answers being given. So that is how we engage in social interaction, right? And then we have the real-time analytics of the video, which enables the educators to refine the way they teach, refine the whole pedagogy itself to make sure that the videos, the classes are being more and more relevant to the students. So this is a quick introduction. With this, what I will do is I will hand over to Satya, my colleague, who will take you through the bill of materials. He will take you through a live demo of the system where we will show you how the configurations can be done, how the entire setup can be done. Satya, over to you.
Yeah. So thank you, Gaurav. Good morning, everyone. I'm Satya Kumar, Solution Head at ANT Video Networks. Today, I will be sharing you how we design this digital learning environment for the classrooms or training halls. And also, we will show you the bill of materials and the connectivity diagram that outlines the key components of how they integrated to create an interactive learning spaces inside the classrooms or the training rooms. So with that, I'll share you the bill of material first. So the main bill of materials for this digital learning space we use in the display side, an interactive display. Depends on the room size and the number of people, the quantity and the sizes may vary. And also we may use a projection in case of it's a large room. And for the video part, we will be using the presenter or lecture tracking camera, AA cameras, which tracks the lecturer automatically. And also we will be using audience and students camera for the tracking. Whenever there will be an interaction between the lecturer and the students, there will be a seamless switching between the cameras. And audio, we will be using a ceiling tile microphone along with the audio DSPs, amplifier, and the speakers. And in the switching side, we have an interesting product, which we have this matrix tracking box. I'll explain that in the connectivity. And also we use the recorders and streamers to create the digital content of the entire learning space out there. And all this will be managed by the central management software here. So once the content has been created, it will be automatically pushed to the content management software, and that has been available on the cloud model as well as the on-prem model. When we are showing the live demo, I'll go in depth on that. And also the control part, we optionally we can add the control process touch panel to simulate the whole classroom share. So I'll just show the connectivity diagram here. Yeah. So this is the basic connectivity which we have done today. So we have integrated AVIXA auto tracking cameras into the network along with the audience facing camera. These are all the professional AV cameras specially designed for the learning environment. And depends on the room size, we can have a 12x or 20 or even 30x cameras, which can cover up to more than 60, 70 feet and still does the auto tracking. And also we are using the Shure MXA 920 tile microphone today, along with the AVIR matrix tracking box. So all this are connected to a AVIO network switch, and we will show you how we configure the different cameras along with the ceiling tile microphones with this matrix tracking box. Actually, based on our experience, achieving the seamless tracking between the presenters and audience typically requires a complex setups, right? And that involves switches, multi-viewers, process, DSPs, and that cost will be also much higher. To simplify this, we leverage this AVIR MT300 matrix tracking box. It integrates any camera with any ceiling tile microphone, basically. And it supports voice activated camera switching and active speaker layout. And this gives a very smooth tracking between the presenter and the audience camera without need of the complex system. That is the idea. So we will in depth see this device, how it works in the live demo. And also here we have connected the hardware-based recording and streaming device, which is also again connected in the network. And the input for this will be also through the RTSP of this camera and microphone coming from the same matrix work. So, and in the audio part, we are using an external DSP today, which is giving output to the room PC. So one USB from the this matrix box and one from the audio for our Zoom Teams collaboration or for the content management recording platform, and to the display. Yeah, this is the overall connectivity. I'll show you the in-depth schematic now. Yeah. So this is a port-wide schematic which we have here. So as we shown in the block diagram, these are cameras, PoE are connected directly to the network switch. The Shure MXA 920 also connected to the AVIO IP switch here. And here you can see the matrix tracking box, which is again connected with the LAN system. And this box supports USB inputs as well, HDMI input for the camera connectivity. And for the controlling and other switching, if the camera is connected through the HDMI, we require RS422 connectivity. And this is the Astra Pro recording and streaming device again connected to the same network switch. So which will get the feed from the network. So most of the devices are connected in the AVIO IP switch for the seamless connectivity. And one output of the matrix tracking box goes to the room PC. So which will give the video feed. I'll show how the live video feed works here in the live demo. And this is the audio part. So additionally, we can, apart from the tile microphone, we can connect multiple wireless microphones into the DSP, and that gives output to our PC as well as the recording system. So this is the overall block diagram and the technical schematic of this connectivity, which we are going to show here today. And with that, what I do, I'll stop screen share here. Let me go on to the classroom, enable my video from the classroom and show you the live demo of the connectivity, whatever we saw here. Just give me a minute. Yes.
Yeah. So, Korath here again. So basically, what we are going to be showing now is how the tile microphone, the cameras, the lecturer and the student camera is being set up, how those can be configured, how the software can be configured, how LDAP and LMSs can be integrated with that. So there's going to be a lot of technology in terms of how all of these can be achieved. And while we are waiting for Satya to start up in the other classroom, if you have any questions, you can. There is a Q&A icon at the bottom of your screen. You can just click on that, and you can raise any kind of questions. At the end of the demo and the case study, we will be having a 10-minute Q&A time, so we can answer all your questions during that time. Soon after this, I will also be posting our contact details. I'll be posting mine and Satya's contact details, so you can get in touch with us at any point of time for any of the queries that you have. I'll be putting our contact details on the chat. So we just need to wait for a few seconds more for Satya to.
Yeah, I have enabled my video and audio, Korat. Hope you can see my video, right?
Yeah. Maybe you should mute the other videos, Satya.
Okay. Okay. I'll just mute the boardroom video.
Yeah.
So is my videos on the full
Yes.
screen? Yeah. How is it now, Korat? So is it full screen now?
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. I can see it. I've pinned it. Yeah.
Okay, good. I'll start from here. Video. So as we show in the, in the connectivity diagram, so in this small classroom setup, we have installed a couple of cameras and the Shure tile microphone. So before going to show you the output, we want to show how these cameras and the tile microphones are integrated in the, especially in the matrix tracking box. So I have shared the screen and showing you how this entire cameras and audio system are integrated, particularly in this matrix tracking box. So let's get into a little bit of technical of this box. So here, hope everyone can see the screen. Once we log into the matrix box, here you can see we need to add the presenter in the audience camera here. As we earlier said, we can connect the camera in the USB port or HDMI or through the IP. In case if we are using a AVIXA camera, we can connect through the IP or USB and it automatically detects here. And also we can use any third-party PTZ camera which supports RS422 like Layer 1, Panasonic or Sony, any cameras. And let me show you how we can add the cameras here. So here you can, in the add device, you have to select the camera and connect via IP, USB or HDMI. So right now we have connected the camera through the USB. So your camera through USB, the signals will be automatically detected. And in case if we are choosing any camera via HDMI port, then we have to choose the control via IP or RS422. So that is one thing. And once you add these devices, we have to create a multiple profiles. The cameras are added and the Shure tile microphone is also added here. You can see that. And after the devices list is added through the network, then we have to go to the profile section. Yeah. So this is the important section here. So based on the number of cameras, you can see here, we have to create a multiple groups. So groups is like based on the number of cameras, the number of groups should be created. Maximum 25 groups we can create with multiple cameras and the multiple tile microphones. Okay. And let me hand over to my colleague Vignesh. He will show you how to create the group and how to integrate this ceiling tile microphone into the different groups for the seamless voice switching and the layout change. Okay.
Okay. Hi. Once after created the groups, after adding the devices, you need to create the groups. Since we are using two cameras, now we have created two groups. Once you are adding the group, here it will list the cameras whichever you have created and the microphones. Now we have added only one microphone, so it will show only the one microphone. You need to select the cameras and the microphone, and you need to give a name for a group. And you need to select the number of channels. Since this Shure tile microphone has 8 channels, you need to select 8 channels. And once you have saved, the group will be automatically created. Once the group created, to trigger the voice tracking, there is two options. One is channel. Channel in the sense, for a particular channel, now I am speaking in the second channel, you need to save the preset for the channel. It will trigger to the particular preset. And the another one is the active position. Active position in the sense, the camera will get the coordinate from the microphone, XYZ coordinates from the microphone, and the camera will focus to that particular direction. So here to create that active position, now we have configured both the cameras through the active position mode only. To configure that active position, first you need to select the mounting option. Whether you have mounted the camera upside down or upright position, you need to select that. Now we have mounted the camera upside down. And this red line should be parallel to the microphone. It should be parallel to the microphone. And you need to mark the 4 corners of the microphone. Already we have marked the 4 corners. After marking, the cross mark should be in the center of the tile microphone. If that cross mark is not in the center, in the sense, you need to reconfigure it again. Once we have saved, it will show where the speaker is speaking. Depending upon the coordinates, it will, you can find the coordinates below. Depending upon the coordinates, it will move the direction of the cameras.
So now he is speaking from that side, you can see the coordinate. So when I started speaking, the coordinates shifted to the particular side, right? So we do also have some of the audience here. So when they speak, you can see the coordinate, how it shifts to the second camera.
Hi, good morning, friends. I'm standing from the last row of the audience side, the audio picking from the ceiling mic.
So this is how the camera coordinates works along with the switching once this configuration is done. It's very simple, right? So by adding these devices in the network, we have to create a profile, and the profile we have to create a multiple groups. That's it. So this is a very small room. Actually, we need a slightly larger room to make it the tracking very accurate, but we tried our level best to make it work here. And this is how we add this camera feeds now. And this is right now in the full screen mode. So let me show how to change the output layout mode here. It also supports other 3 layouts. Now I'll switch to side-by-side mode. Let me stop the screen share and show you how this side-by-side mode works.
Hi, I'm standing from the last row of the audience side, the audio picking from the ceiling mic.
So this is the side-by-side 50-50 layout, which can be achieved. So when I'm speaking, the camera is focusing on me. When Vignesh is talking, the camera shifted to him, the same layout.
It will show in the side-by-side layout, it will show the total cameras which we have connected. Now we have connected 2 cameras, so it is showing 2 cameras. Total up to it can show 4 cameras simultaneously.
So what we do, we will share the screen and show you the other multi-view layout, how it is. So the third layout is the active speaker layout.
Hi, hello, I am Vasan, graphic designer in ANT.
Yeah, so this active speaker layout is, you can, on the bottom, you can see the 2 cameras, right? So whenever the person is speaking, the active speaker mode will shown in the bigger screen. So this is how this works. And in this maximum, 4 cameras can be work. Right now we have 2, and another 2 cameras can be added in this active speaker layout. This is the third layout which we have. Can you show them? We don't need to, yeah, just show. So the final layout is the PIP, no need to change it. So that is a simple layout. Hope everyone knows. The primary camera and the secondary will be created in the picture-in-picture layer. So this is the 4 output layouts can be created here. And once the output layout is created, we have connected one USB to the PC here. So all the output is going to the USB driver. You have to just select the MT300 in your Zoom or a Teams app or any collaboration application. So this is how we create speaker tracking along with auto switching with the multi-view layer. And also this box supports the NDA as well. And it can create a RTSP stream, which can be given to the recording and streaming device as an input. So this reduces the complexity of the AV system, which we discussed earlier. And
it supports RTMP as well.
Yeah, we can do the live streaming directly from this matrix box to RTMP to YouTube, Facebook, or any platform which supports RTMP stream. So that's it about this box here. So what we do, we will go back to the go back to the UbiCast and we will show how we can create this digital content as well as how we can integrate this platform into the existing LMS. Let me change the mode. Hope everyone can see this UbiCast content management platform layout. So this is content management one is available on the cloud as well as on premises. And once we give the subscription to the client, the domain name can be changed to the client preference. And here you can see on the add content, you can record from the browser. You can record and do the live streaming here, or we can add the existing videos, which is already available in the institute as well. So this is one thing. And also there will be a multiple profiles for the lecturers and who can do the record, who can do the edit, who can create content. So the admin can create the platform rights. And once the lecturers enters the class, they can get connected with the AV devices through one USB and they can log in through their profile and they can add the recorded content here. Okay. And also, under the channels, they can create a multiple folders like this. So depends on their requirement. The folders could be based on their subject or based on the semester, however they want. They can create the multiple folders, and whatever the content has been recorded, they can push back to the particular folders here. Yeah. So once the recording is done through the browser or through the hardware recorders, or the platform supports a small plugin for the OBS Studio, which is an open source platform, the content is uploaded to the particular folder. From this folder, before publishing this video to the end users, again, we can create a lot of other activities, right? So instead of just pushing the plain video to the users, we can create a multiple activities in this video. So this is one of the video which we recorded earlier. Here, even while watching the video, after recording, the user can change the layout like this. And also they have an option to create multiple activities in the same video. Like they can create a polls, Wikipedia URL, or custom HTML URL. So it makes the video more interactive. So like, for example, let me show how this activity works inside the same video. Here we have added one Wikipedia URL in between the same video. You can see this is the activity. So we can add this kind of content which are relevant to this video. And there's the auto tracking camera, which is used in this classroom scenario here. You can see that. And now the second activity will pop up. So also you can add some videos into the same recorded file. So whatever relevant, there are options for the lecturers to add a multiple activities. So that can be added in the same video. That is the uniqueness of this UbiCast CMS. And at the last, we can add a polls or a questions or a Wikipedia. So they can take as a feedback to the particular video. So likewise, you can create a polls in between the video to understand how much the student have learned about the video. So all those stuffs can be done. So apart from this, we also have a slide detection. So if the video contains a slide, it automatically detects and show that as a separate one. We have a OCR-based text search. So if we select all the file, like whatever the text you search, it will be showing from the attachment of the PPT or in the chat box, everything. And also we have a share. If the admin allows, this video can be shared on the social media, or it produces an iframe link, which can be embedded in the customer website. We can download the videos. All this is based on the admin rights and access. So these are some of the unique parts in the content management system. Another important feature we have is the metadata. So after publishing, you can set up the date that when this video should be published and unpublished automatically from the users file. And this video player also supports the 360-degree video. This is the recent update. So whenever we capture a 360-degree video, the video player which can be supported in that. So you can wear a VR glasses and simulate that 360-degree video as well. And this is where you can give the title of the video, description, you have a textual transcription. So the more the data has been filled here, it will be easy for the users to search whenever they come back to the portal. And also we have a trimming. So in case of the large video, we can trim down this video into a small micro content as well. So if it is a large video, nobody will sit and watch the entire video for more than 30 minutes or what. If it is a 60-minute or a 120 minutes video, you can create a small highlights like a 5-minute micro content or a 3-minute micro content. So that will make the users more interesting to see the important parts of the video as well. So for that, we use this trimming feature as well. So these are all the some of the important features. Still, we have a lot of other inside features as well. And the entire platform language can be changed based on their particular user preference. You can be changed the entire language to Hindi or any local languages or any foreign languages as well. And in the administration section, where we have this, all the integration comes into it. So under authentication services, you have the LMS integration. Let's say some of the education institutes, any open source LMS, here we can integrate the same LMS. So once the LMS is integrated into the UbiCast, you can ask the user to log into the same LMS, but on the background, when it comes to recording the video and playing back, this UbiCast will take over. This is how we can register any LMS which is the university using, and we can have this UbiCast in the backup. And also there are other integration possibilities available here. Let us show that. Apart from the LMS integration, UbiCast also supports Microsoft Teams, Zoom, and Big Blue Button as well. Let's say we are running a session on the Zoom or Teams for an online class or a hybrid classroom. Generally, those recordings will be available on their respective platforms, right? So when we integrate those platforms into UbiCast, so my Teams or Zoom recording will be pushed to the respective folder, which we predefined. So those API integration for Zoom, Teams, and Blue Button is also available, apart from this LMS. So this is a complete content management system which can do recording, streaming, manage the entire content, and also it plays a major role on integrating with the existing LMS. That is a main advantage of this platform. And also the admin or a lecturer can take complete statistics of the platform. Like they can take a video-based or a user-based analytics as well. So that's it about this content management system demonstration. Let's move on to the Astra Pro demo. Yeah. I'll just zoom into the box. So whatever we saw earlier is the software-based content management system which used in the large deployment to record and stream the multiple classroom. So in multimedia large classrooms or seminar halls or auditoriums where we can use this kind of touch-based recording and streaming device, which can take up to 5 inputs, and also it supports up to 4 TB built-in artists. And this device works as a multi-viewer, switcher, as well as the recording and streaming device. That is the main advantage of this Astra Pro. To stop screen, yeah. So hope you can see in the full screen now. I stopped the screen share. And once this is connected in the network, all the camera feeds are connected in the network. This can take the feed from the RTSP as well. So here you can see we have connected multiple cameras in a different location in the same floor through the LAN network. And all the cameras can be accessed from here. So, and also we can connect one HDMI input to this recording device. And the user can change the layout as well here. This is a full screen layout. We can have a picture-in-picture picture, up to 5 layouts they can choose it here. So depends on the requirement, we can customize this layout. And also it works as a joystick controller as well. So the connected camera can be controlled from the same touchscreen. Here you can do pan, tilt, zoom. So all this can be done. So if the camera supports RTSP and VISCA, you can control this camera from the same touch panel as it. So as I said earlier, it can do the switching part, it can do the multi-view, it can do recording and streaming. And also we can upload the recording from this device to the local NAS server as well. So in case they don't want to have a content management system, we can push the recording to the local NAS server, or we can integrate this device into the content management platform like UBcast to push the recording automatically to the particular folder. So that is also possible. A short demo of this Astra Pro device as well. So that's it about the live demonstration which we created in the small classroom here. So we almost shown the integration of the cameras, microphones, and how do we create a simple system which can give the feed to the collaboration platform and also to the recording platform here. And that's it from here. Maybe I'll come over and take the presentation for.
Yeah, thanks, Satya, for that. So now what we're going to do is we're going to show you some of the products that we showcased during this live demo. And we are also going to take you through a couple of case studies where there has been a university which is using this across their entire campus, across multiple schools within that university. And we are also going to be talking about a hospital in India, which has been using this kind of a solution for their the continuing medical education programs. Yes, Satya, over to you.
Yeah. So before the case study, we want to just show a slide of some of the cameras and tracking devices which we have integrated in the classroom. So basically, in this AI auto tracking series on the AVER, we have a different series of model. The recent ones are the TR series, which gives from 12x up to 30x 4K 60 frames auto tracking. This carries a powerful AI chip inside compared to the earlier model, which allows us to do this kind of setups very seamlessly. And also we're coming up with the dual lens AI auto tracking camera, which will track the presenter accurately even when there are multiple people in or around. When the presenter moving in between them, it will precisely track particularly only the presenter based on this dual lens and AI technology. And also for the audience side, we have a multiple camera which supports a 4K full HD with the NDA as well. And on the voice tracking solution, as we shown earlier in the demo, again, we have this PDZ Link premium software. In case of the permanent room PC installation, we can install a small PDZ Link software which integrates the camera and the multiple microphone system. Or we want to use a box setup which gives a direct USB output to any MTR system or a room PC or to any laptop, then we can use this kind of a box, which we show in the demo. And these are the collaboration partners for the audio. So we support almost most of the major brands who gives us the ceiling tile microphones and other thing. And the next slide is the again a short features list of the UBcast CMS which we saw. Basically, it can record the video, we can edit it, trim, index, store, then publish the video. That is the main advantage of this UBcast. And also the layout can be completely customized. The entire platform layout can be customized. And once the students access are given, it is very simple. They can log in, access the video, and they can, whatever the clarification, if they send a comment, that will be sent as an email to the particular lecturer. Using this polls and other things, it will be more interactive video rather than plain video. And the integration part is the main thing in this platform of like integrating any two-way communication platform or LMS is the main advantage, where we can use the existing system along with this CMS. And the user permission managing roles is the very important feature which is available in the administration section in the CMS. And also this is available on the cloud as well as in the on-premises instead. So if the customer have a sufficient bandwidth in the hardware, we can load this entire platform in the customer premises. If it is a cloud, it depends on the number of simultaneous users. We have a different subscription plan that works on the number of simultaneous users. Yeah. So on the case study front, we implemented a similar solution in Karnataka University over 50 classrooms. And along with this, our AI tracking cameras and the audio system. So over 50 classrooms, the solution has been implemented and running successfully last year. And almost they have done recording 800 hours per month from this platform. And more than 150 plus faculties are using. And all these videos are stored in the centralized server. They gone for the on-premises model. So this university have a multiple colleges inside. So on the data center, they have a sufficient bandwidth on the hardware system, so we have implemented the entire software in the data center. So after this deployment, each colleges inside the university, they will have their access. The admin created a rights for all the faculties and the students. So almost more than 3,500 plus students are accessing this platform for this recorded videos. So this is one of the interesting case study, and the deployment is an on-premises one. The second case study is again in the Aravind Eye Care Hospital. So their requirement is like they have a more than 100 operation theater. So they also have ophthalmology college as well. So they want the platform which does the academic content recorded in the classroom, as well as the surgery recorded content. Some complicated surgeries which is happening across this 100 OT needs to be recorded. And those unique surgeries also will be available to the student. And also this, they want a live broadcasting as well. So, for example, once the student access the portal, they have the classroom recorded content, they have the surgery recorded content to go through that. So the single platform allows them to use in the multiple application. And also whenever the faculty doctors travel across for the international medical conference, they use their login to show some of the unique surgeries as well. So this is how this platform can be more collaborative. And they went for the cloud-based model, whereas the first Karnataka is on-prem deployment, and this one is the cloud deployment. So it depends on the requirement and other thing. We can give them the on-prem or cloud deployment as well. So that's it about the case study. So the final slide is we want to thank our technology partner who supported this demo. Sure, we have taken the tile microphone and of course our cameras, and extra we use the DSPs and the control system. And Ubiquitous is our partner, so we distribute across India for their content management solution as well. So that's it. Thank you.
Yeah, so Satya, there are some questions which I wanted you to answer. Okay, from I think Mr. Mohammed Ridwan, there's a question which says, instead of using MT300, what is the difference between this and using AI tracking camera like AVIR TR535?
So AVIR tracking camera does only the auto tracking. So using the MT300, we can integrate a multiple cameras to do the auto switching and also the voice tracking. So AI tracking is mostly focused to the particular one presenter on the dial. Wherever he moves, automatically it tracks. Of course, we can integrate those tracking cameras into the box and the multiple audience camera into the box, so that from the microphone, if the audio is picked up from the audience camera, the layout will be automatically switching. For the auto layout switching, for the voice tracking, we are using this matrix tracking box.
So basically, when you're tracking only the lecturer, you can use a tracking camera.
Tracking camera. So when
But
they
when
require coming for the tracking cameras, multiple audience camera, and a lot of microphones, then we use this box for the auto switching, creating a multi-view layouts. It will be useful in those deployments.
Okay. Mr. Mohammed Ridwan, I hope your question has been answered. Then there's a question from Mr. Anand MS, who said that this will only work with ceiling microphone with multiple lobes, or can it also work with handheld or head-worn mics?
Currently, it works with ceiling microphones, ceiling tile microphones, and some of the ceiling hanging microphones. So there is a compatible list of the microphones supported for this device. I mean, we can have the information under the MT300 data sheet as well. So only those supported models are currently. I think we have covered almost all the major brands, tile microphones and the hanging microphones.
But Satya, in the Karnataka High Court, the solution that we gave was with actually a gooseneck microphone, right?
Gooseneck microphone. That is a gooseneck microphone with slightly the complex system. We have added the switch in, we have added the control processor, and based on the programming, we took the voice over switching from the gooseneck mic. Here it is integrated with the ceiling tile microphones.
Mr. Anand, the solution required by one of the high courts in India was that you have the judge and you have two lawyers who are the prosecution and the defense lawyers who are standing. And what they wanted was for the hybrid courts, they wanted three cameras to be one focusing on the judge and one on each of these other lawyers. And depending on who is speaking, that particular camera should get switched. So we created a system by which we took the audio back to a mixer, then a DSP. We took the video back to a switcher, and we connected all of them to one control processor so that whoever is speaking, that the camera facing that particular person gets activated. So this was successfully demonstrated at Karnataka High Court. In fact, I think, Satya, you have that video on the Ubicast, the
Yes.
test video, you have it on the Ubicast platform. So if somebody can figure that out, we can probably show that over here if we have the time. Okay. Again, Mr. Mohammed Ridwan had one more question, Satya. Does the Shure MX920 lobes have any configuration and effects in the MT300N?
No, once we create a microphone, added the microphone in the particular profile group section, we have two options. One, we can manually create a preset for the particular lobes, or we have an active speaker mode, which automatically tracks the person wherever the lobes has been chosen. So on the Shure microphone, depends on the room size, we can enable the lobes. Like it's a small room, I think we have enabled only the two lobes, but it supports almost 8. So depends on the room size, we can enable the microphone lobes, and we can choose whether we require a preset based manual tracking or the active speaker tracking. Active speaker tracking, which gives us some more flexibility. So it works wherever from the audience side or presenter side audio comes, it will automatically move from that side. Or we can create, if it is a fixed environment, then will not be any change in the seating arrangement, then we can use the presets, manual preset mode. So whenever the particular microphone lobe audio is coming, the particular presets can be triggered. All this can be created in the groups in the MT300 as well. Stop share.
Okay. There's one more question from Jimmy Cheong. The platform works with any IP-based PTZ camera. Same works with any ceiling speakerphone, ceiling speaker.
We can connect any camera which supports IP and RS422 control. So in case, for example, if the camera gives us a HDMI out and still gives a RS422 output, then we can use those cameras. Or we can use the camera to connect over IP if that camera supports it. And in terms of the microphone compatibility, we have the list from the different vendors, which has been listed in the MT300 section.
Okay. Wait, there are some more questions. Jimmy Chong again. All presets can be saved and recalled?
Yes. So we can create a multiple presets and recall those presets from the microphone different loops. That is a manual mode operation for the fixed environment.
Okay. And one more question from an anonymous attendee. For system cost comparison, how is Ubicast cost compared to MT rooms or Zoom rooms?
So Ubicast is the content management platform. So it does recording and live streaming and manage the recorded content. So this is no way we can use only Ubicast to do the two-way communication. But we can integrate this content management platform in the Teams and Zoom to manage those recordings in the one single platform. Let's say a university is running a multiple online and hybrid classroom through Zoom and Team. Generally, those recordings will be available on the respective platforms. If we have Ubicast in place, it does integrated with the Zoom and Teams to take the recordings into the particular folder. And also we can have a classroom recording into the same folder. So for the content management and integration, this platform works with Zoom and Teams.
Yeah. So the two completely different applications, right? Ubicast is for managing the recordings, not for two-way communication. Whereas Microsoft Teams and Zoom is for your video conferencing and collaboration mainly. It also does the recording. Those recordings can be pushed to Ubicast, correct?
Just like integrating of any LMS, we can also integrate Zoom and Teams. So the recording will be pushed to the Zoom. So as a student, when I log in, I'll have access to my online class and the recorded content from the classrooms.
There's one more question from Mr. Vaibhav Naitani. What mechanism you use to switch the camera between professor and student during a hybrid session? And if the classroom is big, do you have local sound reinforcement from ceiling mics? As mostly professors forget to clip lapel mics.
Yeah. So the mechanism, to answer the first question, the mechanism we use here to switch the camera, and this is the matrix tracking box, which is connected on the network, and all our cameras and the microphones are connected in the same network, the compatible. Through this matrix tracking box, based on the voice switching technology, we switch between the cameras through the microphone audio. And the second one is, yes, we can create a sound reinforcement from the ceiling mic to the local speaker. It have a multiple prerequisites to be checked in. It depends on the room acoustics and other things. We can still do the voice lifting as well.
Okay. One second. Yes. So there was a question, will the recording be available? Yes, the recording will be available on the AVIXA website. So I am not sure, maybe Manoj will be able to clarify on when that will be available. If there is anything else, if I have missed, let me just check if I've missed anything. Yeah, the touch control screen that we showed, that is the Astra Pro, that is from A&T. The cameras that we used are from Aver. The mixer is also the mixer from Extron, the ceiling mic from Shure, and the tracking box from Aver again. Somebody asked, does Ubicast have a perpetual license or a free license? They have a license which is renewed annually. this license depends on the number of simultaneous users, not the number of total users. So if you have 1,000 students in your institute, but only say 100 of them are going to be accessing at any given point of time, you can take a 100 user license. And this includes the lecturers, so the teachers who are going to upload the content, as well as students who are going to be viewing the content. So the number of simultaneous users include both of them. Okay, I think that's it.
You want to play back that video, Kurat?
Yeah, so if you can just quickly play that, then we can.
Yeah, I'll share that screen.
Yeah. We have another couple of minutes. So what we are going to show you is the test video that we had, a POC that we had conducted at one of the high courts. And we're going to just show you how that switching happens with the gooseneck mic. So this is the judge. This is the judge's seat. This is one advocate. And again, back to the judge. And this is the second advocate. So this is one of the tests that we did. So to answer that question, yes, you can do this kind of a switching even with your gooseneck mics, but it's going to be a little more complex. Yeah, Manoj, over to you. We are done.
Thank you. Thank you, A&T team. Thank you, Satya. Thank you, Korat. That was a brilliant session. And definitely, we definitely did get a lot of insight on the digital transformation of all our learning systems. And I hope the audience are going to use some of the technologies that you explained in most of the projects, and I'm sure they're going to be getting in touch with you for more technical discussions or any specific product requirements that they have for their projects going forward. We wish the A&T team all the very best in their future projects, and looking forward to meet you guys and the audience in more such informative webinars soon. Please log in to www.avixa.org/events on the AVIXA page to know more about what's happening, and also use the AVIXA TV to look at the recording of today's session. Thank you very much for joining us for such a brilliant session. Looking forward to see you again. Thank you. Goodbye.
Thank you.
Thank you, Manoj. Thank you, Samir. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Kurat.
Thank you. Thank you.